Hello, familia, all my MasterChef family out there, all the people that follow the show. Muchísimas gracias. Thank you for all the support. So I'm gonna just teach you guys a real simple dressing for a salad. I know a lot of people out there are wondering, what are we making at home, right? Us as MasterChef judges, we struggle with finding time to be able to spend with our family and our loved ones, and sadly, because of this pandemic, we're finding the time. So I'm gonna make a dressing that is loosely based off the Caesar dressing that's very typical of that very iconic salad. Has roots in Tijuana, in Baja California, and basically what I've gone ahead and done is I started with a coddled egg here, okay? So what I have here is an egg that's just been boiled very lightly for about 30 seconds just to set the yolk. I have some anchovy, a little bit of black pepper, and garlic. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is start to work this little base. Okay, now this is gonna be the foundation for this dressing. Now, ideally, when you make a very powerful salad dressing like this, you want it to go with some very sort of leafy, dense greens that can stand up to this. So I wouldn't recommend a very delicate green with a dressing such as this. That's why it's typical of romaine hearts. I'm gonna use something very similar to that, which is gonna be something wonderful. All right, so the idea is you just kind of want to break this down, make sure it kind of comes together. That garlic, that anchovy will break down, and then that beautiful egg yolk is going to give you some beautiful viscosity and body, okay? All right, so now we'll start to put together some other ingredients. I'm going to go with Dijon, a little bit of mostaza, okay? That's going to be wonderful. Give that beautiful sort of sharpness and that wonderful little peppery taste. Some salsa inglesa. This is for you, Gordon. Worcestershire sauce. I probably always mispronounce that, but at this point, who cares? Because I'm at my casa, so sorry, Gordon. All right, I have that. A little bit of red wine vinegar. Okay. And then I'm gonna put one of my favorite hot sauces, Cholula, in there, the original, just to give it a little bit of kick. And then I'm just gonna start to work this, okay? And then at its conclusion, I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with lemon juice and olive oil. And then I'll start to really sort of emulsify all the ingredients in the salad, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna work that. Make sure everything is nice and together. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is add some lemon to this, okay? Okay, and then I'll start to fold in the olive oil at the end. Why is this important? Well, it's important because what you want is that olive oil to bring everything together, and add it slowly, everyone. And obviously you can do this in a food processor or in a bowl with the whisk if you so choose. Just make sure everything is, the anchovy and the garlic are cut down finely if you want to do it that way. Okay, it's looking great. Hopefully you can see how it's come together. There's that beautiful balance of acid and oil. The anchovy's fragrant, the garlic's fragrant. Okay, now that I have that, let's address the greens, right? So I have some beautiful, very leafy romaine hearts, but I like to add some fresh herbs. So I've gone ahead and taken some cilantro leaves, put that in there. I have some mint leaves, just like to break that down. I have some Italian flat leaf parsley, okay? And then while we're on that subject, because we have time, I'm going ahead and taking all my fresh herbs, and I've washed them. I put them through a salad spinner. I've wrapped them in some damp paper towels, and then put them in a plastic bag, and that will ensure that you have a good amount of time of freshness within your herbs. I've done it with the mint. I've gone ahead and done it with the cilantro. I have some dill, I believe, in there as well. All right, so fresh herbs, beautiful greens, and then I'm just gonna dress it with this very pungent, very flavorful dressing, okay? And then I'm gonna finish it with cotija cheese. Cacique always comes through when it comes to the best cheeses, chorizos, and cremas. And here, I like to use this microplane, this very fine grater, and it just gives me this beautiful cascade of this very sharp seasoning cheese I like to call the cotija, okay? And then I'm just gonna toss it and make sure that all of those greens are tossed well. You don't wanna saturate it with too much dressing. You just want it to hug it and really sort of let that beautiful greens shine, right? Okay, maybe just a scooch more. Okay, this will go great with spinach, with watercress, with escarole, all those wonderful, very kind of dense and meaty greens, okay? Now that we have that, I'm gonna go ahead and plate it for you guys so you guys can see at home what I'm talking about. Come on. And the cool thing is when you add that cheese in the first part, when you're tossing the salad, is that it starts to kind of break down and really interact with the actual dressing. And then you can be very decadent and add another little blanket of beautiful cotija cheese. Look at that. Come on. If that's not an invitation to eat, I don't know what else is, my friends. Familia, this is Aarón Sánchez, and this is how a master chef makes a beautiful salad at home.